The NBA thought the Warriors dynasty was over. But what if it is just getting started? For years, teams dreamed of the day Golden State would finally crumble. Steph was getting older, Klay was not the same, and Draymond was stirring up drama. It looked like the end was near. But then something terrifying happened. The Warriors did not fade away. They adapted. Now they are building something even scarier than their past dominance. The pieces are falling into place, and the league might not be ready for what is coming next. So how did the Warriors go from fading contenders to the NBA's worst nightmare? Let's break it down. The NBA thought the Golden State Warriors were finished. The dynasty was supposed to be over. Steph Curry was getting older, Klay Thompson was not the same. Draymond Green was causing more drama than impact, and the team looked completely lost on the court. Opposing teams had stopped fearing them, fans started doubting them, and analysts called it the end of an ERA. And honestly, it looked like they were right.
That's the Golden State Warriors. What the hell am I talking about? Welcome back. Now let's get to the Golden State Warriors, who acquired Jimmy Butler before the trading deadline.
The Warriors were struggling. The chemistry was off, the roster was not clicking, and Golden State felt irrelevant for the first time in a decade. The same team that once terrified the league with their revolutionary three-point shooting was now getting outpaced by younger, faster, and more athletic squads. It felt like watching a once great champion pass their prime, swinging blindly, hoping for one last shot at glory. Then something happened. Something that changed everything. At the 2025 trade deadline, the Warriors made a move that sent shockwaves through the NBA, Jimmy Butler to Golden State. At first, the reaction was mixed. Some saw it as a desperate, last-ditch effort to recover whatever was left of the Warriors' core. Others questioned the fit, wondering how a dominant, ball-heavy player like Butler would work alongside Steph Curry. But those people missed the bigger picture. This was not the Warriors sticking to the past. This was the Warriors evolving. Jimmy Butler is not just another star. He is a different breed of player. There are three types of NBA players: the paycheck guys who are just in it for the money, the hoopers who love the game but do not always win, and the killers, the ones who will do absolutely anything to win. Jimmy Butler is a killer. He does not care about stats, social media, or outside noise. All he cares about is winning. And that is exactly what Golden State needed. The Warriors were not just missing talent, they were missing an edge. Steph Curry is one of the greatest leaders in NBA history, but he has never been the kind of guy to get in your face and demand more. Butler is. The moment he stepped into the locker room, the entire mentality of this team changed. No more laziness, no more excuses, just winning, and you can already see the results.
Is this going better quicker than you thought it would?
No. I know the caliber of player that
Since Butler's arrival, the Warriors have looked like a completely different team. Steph Curry is playing like 2016 MVP Steph again. Their defense has improved dramatically, and most importantly, they are playing with the kind of hunger that made them a dynasty in the first place. This is not just a temporary spark. This is a full-blown revival. So why is Butler the perfect fit for Golden State? The answer is simple. He does everything the Warriors were missing. One of the biggest weaknesses of this Warriors team, even at their peak, was that they relied almost entirely on perimeter shooting. When they were on, they were unstoppable. But when teams forced them to play inside, they struggled. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time, but one thing he has never been elite at is getting to the free throw line. Jimmy Butler, that is his specialty. He attacks the rim relentlessly, draws fouls, and gets easy points when the game slows down, something Golden State has never truly had. And that changes everything for this team. For 14 years, Curry has been running nonstop, carrying the offense, getting double-teamed every night, and shouldering the burden of being the guy. Now, he finally has a teammate who can take over when he needs a breather. When the fourth quarter rolls around, Steph is not running on fumes. He has fresh legs. And a rested, locked-in Steph Curry in the clutch? That is a nightmare for the rest of the NBA. But Butler does not just help Steph. He makes everyone on this team better. Defensively, he brings an intensity and physicality that Golden State had been lacking. For years, teams knew how to defend the Warriors, chase Steph and Klay off the three-point line, collapse the defense, and force them to take tough shots inside. But now, that strategy does not work. Butler gives them an inside presence they have never had, which means defenses cannot just camp out on the perimeter anymore. If you send extra defenders to stop the Warriors' three-point shooting, Butler will bully you inside. And if you try to collapse on Butler, that means leaving Steph Curry open. Pick your poison. On defense, Butler brings exactly what the Warriors needed. He is one of the best wing defenders in the league, capable of guarding multiple positions and shutting down elite scorers. For years, Golden State's defensive success was anchored by Draymond Green, but as he has aged, the team has needed another defensive anchor. Butler is that guy. His toughness, effort, and leadership have instantly raised the team's defensive intensity. And here is something most people are not talking about. Jimmy Butler promotes young players. Look at what he did in Miami. He turned Tyler Herro into an all-star, helped undrafted guys like Gabe Vincent and Caleb Martin become key playoff performers, and created a culture where everyone had to step up. Now he is playing alongside Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and Brandon Podziemski. If Butler can unclose their potential like he did in Miami, the Warriors are not just dangerous this season, they could be a problem for years to come. So should the NBA fear the Warriors again? Let's be real, the league is stacked right now. The Nuggets have Jokic and Murray, the Celtics have Tatum and Brown, the Thunder have SGA and Chet. But the difference between those teams and Golden State? The Warriors have been here before. They know how to win championships. And now they have a player who lives for the playoffs. In the postseason, everything slows down. Half-court offense matters more, defense matters more, toughness matters more, and Jimmy Butler succeeds in that environment. Just look at his playoff history. In 2020, he dropped 40-11-13 in the NBA Finals against LeBron's Lakers. In 2022, he torched Boston for 47 points in Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. In 2023, he single-handedly eliminated the Bucks in Round 1, outplaying Giannis and shocking the world. And now, he is playing with Steph Curry. If Butler could take an underdog Miami Heat team to 2 NBA Finals, imagine what he can do with the greatest shooter of all time beside him. The Warriors were supposed to be finished. Their dynasty was supposed to be over. But now, they might be building something even scarier than before. A battle-tested team, a playoff-proven killer, and the greatest shooter to ever play the game. The NBA thought the Warriors were done. They were wrong. They are more dangerous than ever,